everyone, Bethany here and welcome to my channel. Today I am joining the Not Too Shabby shop hop for the stamp and die of the month, and isn't it stinking adorable? I really love this set. When I saw the sneak preview, I geeked out just a little bit because I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because I'm a summer baby, but I love everything summer. Ice cream, watermelon, you name it, I love it. So I am really excited to show you what I have in mind for this set. I have so many ideas, but I'm going to be good and narrow it down to a few. So let's go ahead and get started. So I have loaded my Misty Junior with as many of the stamps as possible. I have a white piece of cardstock, and I'm just going to tuck it into the very bottom of this. And all I'm going to do is ink it up with a really nice layer of the Eclipse Black from Color Hive Inks by Maker Forte. And the nice thing about using something like the Misty is that you can make sure you get a great impression, especially with newer stamps. If you haven't gotten all of the oils from the manufacturer completely off, it's nice to have that little assurance that if I don't get a perfect impression the first time, I can keep coming back. And that's what happens sometimes when you do a bigger sheet like I'm doing. And I also use a smusher, something that will help give the best impression possible. And you'll see that for the most part, it's pretty good at first impression. It's not too bad, but there are a few parts that are just a hair light for my taste. So I'm going to go ahead and ink everything back up. And now, while I may not use all of these immediately in this video, I have now created enough pieces for another card later on. So that's kind of also why I like doing a lot of these things all at once, because then I can play around and experiment and see which one works for each card, but you get the gist. So now I'm going to go ahead and use these lovely dies, and I'm going to cut them out off screen in my Cuttlebug using this wonderful mint tape. Now that I have everything cut out, I've separated which ones I want to use for the rest of my project, and now I'm going to fast forward through the coloring of them. I am using the Ohuhu alcohol markers, and I am just picking some colors randomly, not putting a whole lot of thought with it. This is one of those just go with the flow kind of projects for me, and I love ice cream. I can't say I love all flavors, but I love majority of the flavors. I'm from Wisconsin, and in Wisconsin we have what is called custard. If you are ever in the Midwest, please come have some custard from a custard stand. I promise you will not regret your choice. I first had custard that I know of in college, and I fell in love and will not go back. Custard is amazing, and that's all I have to say about that. And you'll see I'm doing something a little different, which is taking all of the colors from the ice cream, and I am just coloring up the background of the ice cream solves everything sentiment. And being a little more artistic about it, I'm letting the strokes just stay there. Nothing super perfect, fancy, whatever. Just making sure all the colors are present and accounted for. Just think it's a fun way to color the background of a sentiment. I'm going to go ahead and speed through the coloring of this. I hope you enjoy. And here you can see I have everything colored up and looking pretty, so now it is time to assemble. You'll notice that this paper that I've chosen for the background is actually from last month's Box of the Month, the Farm Life paper pad. And I really just love the softness, the blue that is on the shiplap or wood that is on the paper. I just thought it was perfect for what I was going for. So I'm going to cut this down to an 8-2 size card front. I wanted edge to edge, so I'm going to cut it down to 5.5 by 4 1/4 and be right back. And then before I go ahead and glue this down, I'm actually going to add a little bit of the drifting confetti from the background stencil by Call Me Crafty Al through Not Too Shabby Shop. I'm not sure if it's still in stock, but if it is, take a look. I absolutely love this stencil. It's so versatile and you can use it for confetti like it's supposed to be, or in my case, I am using it to create sprinkles. So I'm going to use the mint tape. I have some extra left over from cutting what I stamped out. And I'm literally just going to grab a couple of colors and randomly start placing them down. I will be starting with the Tip Tree Jam from Color Hive and catching a few of those and a few of these. I'm going to be sporadic about it because it's just a background addition. It's not necessarily taking over the space. And then I'm going to grab the Grape Color Hive and do the same thing. Just a little bit of color, hint of color right there. And some here. Some are going to be darker and deeper. Some are going to blend with that pink. And I'm just creating splashes of sprinkles. Not super pointed. And the next color is the English Mustard. I'm going to add a little bit more of that color since it's a lighter, brighter color. And then when I am finished, I will go ahead and release it, and look at that. It's super pretty. I love the blend, and it just adds a little bit of whimsy to the project without going over the top. So now I'm going to go ahead and glue this to the card base. It is 110-pound cardstock, Neenah white. Got it from Sam's Club. I use it for a majority of my card bases unless I use a pre-made card base. I love that paper. It also foils very well if you do any foiling. And I am using Barely Art glue to glue this all down. Then next I am going to just start arranging how I want this to look. I think I want the big guy in the middle. The popsicles and ice cream cones that I colored for you all are going to be part of the background on this, and I think they're perfect. And then once I like my placement, I'm just going to go ahead and glue them all down, and I will fast forward through that because gluing takes some time. And you'll notice when I colored everything, I tried to keep everything in the same color scheme so nothing really feels out of place. And that way there's a little bit of uniformity and unity, even though there's a lot of color happening in this cute little card. And I'm going to put it just a little off center, a little tilted, and then I'm going to add the sentiment with foam tape. And I'm going to keep it simple and just put it on one piece of foam tape. I could have tried to do it on two, but I'm being lazy today. It's okay. It happens. But I think this turned out amazing. I really love the results. I seriously want to go and make like 5 more because of how simple it turned out. Even though there was a lot of effort in terms of coloring, it really took me less than 5 minutes just to color all of those cute little pieces. So I hope you had fun with this. I had fun with this. Don't forget to check down below. This hop is hashtag driven, but I will also try to have all the links to all the rest of the videos. Also, don't forget to check out all the videos, and once you've commented on all of them, and if you feel like subscribing to any of the channels involved, please don't forget to use the Rafflecopter link down below to join the giveaway. I had so much fun today. I hope you did too. Don't forget to find the joy in your day, and happy making. Bye!